Hello, my darling cubies. So tonight is the 6th night of Hanukkah, which is really lovely. This is my sister's menorah. It's very pretty. It's very purpley and floral-like. And I love the little, gemstones. Oh my gosh, so pretty. They're it's super feminine and I really love that. Mine's super plain and masculine looking in my opinion. And it's now that I've been embracing femininity rather than hiding and running from it, I think that that's something I can allow myself to have actually. So next year, my goal is to have a menorah that reflects my soul, something pink and floral, maybe fairy core, princess core kind of vibes. If it's Sanrio, that works too, because I'm obsessed. But yeah. Ooh, I have a zit right here, don't I? That's a pimple patch. That's another pimple patch to be used. I've just got out the shower about 15-ish minutes ago. My hair's still basically sopping wet. And unlike Amber Lynn, I've genuinely taken a shower rather than just covered in grease. For one thing, I'm autistic as hell, and ew, I cannot stand greasy textures. So I'm mixed, so my hair has a certain dryness to it naturally. I don't produce a whole lot of oil, and it doesn't disperse. My skin generally is similarly very dry. And I should probably sit still, but I can't stop pacing. Pacing helps me think, keeps the thoughts from getting tangled. ADHD mood. Anywho, I have a combined type ADHD for anyone who didn't know, as well as the autism. So yeah. I don't add oil to my hair. I don't like to put lotion on my skin. I hate the texture. Hate it. I hate greasy feelings. And I won't eat greasy foods for the same reason. Nope. I can't do greasy textures. It's repulsive. It's absolutely fucking heinous. If my hair ever becomes oily, it makes my skin crawl. It means I've been sick for 2 weeks solid at the very least. And sick as in I cannot get out of bed. Physically, I am confined to bed sick. I've been there before, and it is the worst feeling in the world. And I feel really bad for fully white people because, oh my God, if this is how your hair is after a couple days, how do you live like that? Holy crow. Anywho, the only part of my body I put lotion on is my hands, and that's just because I compulsively wash my hands so much they crack. And then I will still compulsively wash them, even when they're still when they're cracked and bleeding, and it hurts like hellfire. So I put lotion on my hands, but that's the only place I put lotion. And I'm not very fond of doing that either. And I have to wipe it off the palms. I don't like it on the palms. Ugh. But on the backs of my hands, on the knuckles and stuff where it tends to crack. Anywho, so yeah. Speaking of Amber Lynn and autism, I've noticed that there has been a rise in her mentioning sensory things and fidgety type toys or sensory toys or whatever the fuck. And let me tell you, if Amber Lynn decides to give herself autism this year, I'm going to come to freaking Oklahoma or wherever the hell she is at that given moment. I'm going to push her down and leave her on the ground just like Jade did. Just gonna leave her there. I'm tired of her picking up random things and stigmatizing them further and making a joke and a mockery of very real fucking things. Autism's not fun and quirky. Half the time I'm deficient in 90% of my necessary vitamins because the fact is I have a sensory aversion to a lot of food. An obscene amount of food. It's actually a pain in the ass. It annoys everyone around me. They hate me for it. And they take offense to it like it's something personal. And it's like, I'm so sorry. I'm just, God. Okay. Turning down the heat a little bit. And it's so frustrating. And then she talks about, oh, I have food anxiety. I have food anxiety. I have food anxiety. No, you don't. You don't get to a quarter ton with food anxiety. Maybe you have an anxiety of a lack of food. That would make sense. That's the only kind of anxiety I see happening. And she doesn't have fucking BPD. For fuck's sake, yes, she has cluster B traits. But guess what? It's not BPD, it's NPD. Both illnesses contain cluster B behaviors and traits. Both are personality disorders, but there are some distinctions. And her just being like, oh, it's because of my BPD. Like, that's such a cop-out. That's so weak. This is why we all hate you, Amber. This is why we all can't stand you. We wanted to root for you. Like, every time I'm like, maybe if some positivity was sent her way, some support, maybe that would change her, like, you know, maybe that would work. No, it doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter. She's just an awful person. And it's like really frustrating me because it's like, oh my God. Like, oh my God. Seriously. Seriously, woman. Fuck. It's like ridiculous. Absolutely. She's a joke, and she makes a joke of everyone who actually has these conditions. And she makes everyone look like they're a bunch of cowards who use it as a cop-out to refuse responsibility. And that irritates my soul. So yeah, if she claims autism this year, I'm going to wherever the hell she is, whether it be Oklahoma or Wisconsin, and I'm pushing her over and leaving her on the ground where she deserves to be. I don't think I'm better than anyone. I just think I'm better than people who are horribly and neglectful abusers to literally everyone around them who deserves so much better. R.I.P. Rarity. I don't know. I suspect that dead cat that she claims up and down is not, like, that was found. I don't know. It sounds really sus. Oh, they assured me it's not Rarity. I don't need to go check. Sounds like denial to me. Just saying. But yeah, I'm just like totally over it.
I love her so much. I don't want to see her die because of her weight. Now she's gonna have the surgery and
Mr. Snowflake is right. She's proper minging.
I'm so excited right now, and I'm so proud of myself.
Also, I love how she pours salt on her cake and on her food, rather than soap. So she isn't tempted to binge on it from the rubbish. And it's like, I know why you're doing this. I know exactly why you're doing this. Because as a starving person, I've been there. I've been there. However, salt isn't gonna deter you, bitch. You can just brush that shit off and then continue to eat it. Use the Dawn dish soap next time. It'll soak through, saturate it. And then if you do eat it, it'll make you so hellaciously sick, it might give you an aversion to the food. Then you might genuinely end up with a food anxiety. Oh man, I'm so mean. I'm just speaking my mind though. Like, I'm genuinely frustrated. Genuinely. Like, I'm over it. I try to be nice and give people the benefit of the doubt. And then I end up looking like a fool as a result. And I'm just, this year I'm ruthless. I'm a bitch now. You know, I don't trust nobody. Nobody gets the benefit of the doubt anymore. I'm going to be nice until I'm given a reason not to be. And she has given ample reason. She thinks she's better than all of us. Newsflash, you're not.
It's kind of crazy to see that she went from being
God.
so just nasty.
You can't even keep your house cat safe. You can't even be bothered to put a collar and a tag on your pets, to have them chipped, to take them to the goddamn vet when they need it.
But at the same time, the surgery.
But going out to eat, that's a priority. Miss, I have food anxiety. What if it's contaminated? Get over yourself. It's all contaminated when you go out to eat. You know that fast food you love so much? They spit in it. They sneezed all over it. They coughed. They wipe their asses and don't wash their hands. I know they do because I've worked in these environments before. They don't give a flying fuck about germs or food safety. Food anxiety, it might be contaminated. Everything you eat is contaminated, Amber Lynn. You delusional dumbass. Take care of your freaking pets, sort out your goddamn priorities, and stop trying to claim shit you don't actually have. And maybe the internet will stop hating you so much. God.
I wouldn't wear that. I know I have to sleep on
Like, I don't care about the petty shit.
There could be not enough space.
Oh, so you throw away Legos. I mean, that hurts my autistic heart. Don't get me wrong. But whatever. If that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. It's your shit. But I'm angry about the pets. I'm angry about how she treats people. And I'm angry about the way she's continuing to stigmatize further these very real conditions that people actually suffer from. And if she's going to now drag my shit into this, like the shit that I deal with, and stigmatize it further, as if we need that. As if we need to be made more of a joke.
Waiting for news is just hard. My emotions are all over the place.
Sorry, I keep picking at it, but it's like really bothering me.
Wake up to his house.
It's like
This guy looks like he's got so many of
I had a zit right on my lip line.
those
Um,
damn faces.
Anywho, it's just, by God, what is wrong with this fucking woman? For fuck's sake, grow up. I mean, I have a bed covered in dolls and plushies and shit, and I'm more mature. I'm getting my shit together. Yeah, I'll still indulge in stupid childish shit. That's my right as an American. But the thing is, I'm doing the important stuff that I need to as an adult. I'm getting a college education. I'm getting my future together so that I can have the future I want. I am working damn hard to maintain my health so that I am not confined to a wheelchair. So that I am not bedbound. I am fighting like hell to maintain my physical health, and she is doing nothing. She's doing fuck all to help herself and whining on the internet. Boo-hoo, poor me. Suck it up, grow a pair, and get over it. We all have to eventually. You are 4 years old now? Christ, woman. God. Oh, I'm sitting here looking for my Mountain Dew. I moved it. Like, it's just, it's frustrating. Now, I do want to clarify that although it pisses me off that she's behaving this way, in no way do I want anything bad to happen to her either. I don't want a series finale. I want her to get her shit together. I want her to grow up. And I want her to be better. I want her to be a better person. I want her to take accountability and be a better person. I haven't even watched her taking accountability video because I'm so used to her bullshit where she pretends like she cares what we think. Where she pretends like she's going to be mature and be an adult. But she's not. She's never an adult. Because heaven fucking forbid. she have to grow up for 2 seconds? Like, God, I've been an adult since 7 years old. Grow the fuck up, Amber. I had to take care of my younger sister. You know you didn't. You clearly didn't. You've just got a bad case of main character syndrome. Miss, I'm a narcissist.
breaking up with the food that you're used to and the stuff you've been eating all that time. But she's an
Trust me,
emotional eater anyways.
my father's a narcissist. I grew up with a narcissist. I can spot them like that. And Amber, I hate to break it to you. You're a narcissist. You don't have BPD. Because guess what? My ex-best friend has BPD. It's kind of what destroyed the friendship, frankly. Once again, somebody else who hid behind their illness and refused to actually grow up and own up to their shit. Like, it's okay to have a mental illness, but it's not okay to hide behind it and refuse to do something about it. To sit there and be like, oh, well, I'm like this because of that, so you can't judge me. No, I can, because you're aware of the issue and not doing shit to be better about it. And you're letting it affect everyone around you negatively, which is unacceptable. And childish and cowardly behavior. There we go. Just picking up a little. I'm sure Amber Lynn doesn't know what that's like either. Some grocery bags full of some drinks and stuff. There we go. Here in West Virginia and also in Ohio, we have what we call a bag. It's a bigger bag full of other bags. So it's a grocery bag full of grocery bags. But I have a really clever trick in which I reuse them. So they actually get used very quickly. Because not only are they used for the rubbish bin in the bathroom, but I also ball them up and use them to ball up my yarn as kind of a starter. So underneath all this, there is a crumpled up Kroger bag or Walmart bag or something. Because to start out balling up a ball of yarn with nothing is very difficult and makes my hands cramp up really bad. So the plastic bag system actually I found is very helpful for that, but that's neither here nor there. Anywho, back on topic. Amber Lynn's ass. It's shaped like a shelf. Please, for the love of God. And the thing is, semaglutide is not going to help you if you won't let it, if you won't help yourself. That's the problem. Therein lies the issue. If she will not help herself, which she has consistently refused to do, these other things will not do it for her. These are simply tools to assist in the journey, but they will not do the work for her. And she is cowardly and lazy if she thinks that they will. But we already knew this about her. We already knew this about our girl. But I don't know. I'm working myself up. I need to calm down. I need to breathe. Think happy thoughts. Anyway, who wants to go on a heist and rescue Twinkie and was by? Oh man, I'm just joking. For legal reasons, that's a joke. So I don't remember if I told you guys I was planning on doing a training program to become a phlebotomist to support myself while I go through college. I've changed my mind and decided instead I'd like to be a surgical assistant, which I can similarly get into a training program for, and it'll be easy to source funding for from the state in order to do this training program. And I'll be able to I'll be able to basically be a surgical assistant, and that's like way closer to what I want to be doing anyway. Since I ultimately want to be a surgeon. So it's like, oh, that's really exciting and cool, and it'll get me used to like that environment to begin with, which I think will be very positive for me in the long run. So I'm wicked stoked. I have an appointment this Friday to talk to them and get the ball rolling on getting that funding sourced and getting all that started. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. So yeah, that's where my life is going. Classes start soon in the new year. So that's also really exciting. Everything is falling into place. But not because of luck, not because of anyone else, but because I went out and did that. That's what Amber needs to do. That cobweb is bothering me. So the moral of the story is, if there's something in life that you want, oftentimes you'll find you have to work for it. And you might face some obstacles along the way, but oftentimes the path that is best for us will often have a great deal of resistance. Because anything in life that is worth it must be worked for. So that's where I'm going to leave this at. Nice and positive note after tearing Amber Lynn a new one. Sorry about that. I had to get that off my chest. It's been bugging me. So I'll see you guys in the next one. I love you. I hope you guys have a marvelous day. I hope you guys have a marvelous new year. For those of you guys who do Hanukkah, happy Hanukkah. For those of you who celebrate Kwanzaa, I don't know if that's still going, but happy Kwanzaa. I don't actually personally know anyone who does Kwanzaa, and I grew up in a Black community. I don't know a single soul who does Kwanzaa, but I'm sure there's somebody out there somewhere. So yeah, and I hope that you guys are all doing well, and may this year be a good one. Or else, grab this year by the throat and force it to be a good one. 2025, I'm not taking your shit. 2024, beat the crap out of me. 2025, I will grab you up by your throat. You worthless goddamn year. And I will force you to be a good year. So help me God. That's the kind of attitude we need to go into this year with. We're taking no nonsense from 2025. This year is our year. We will seize this year. Have a good one, y'all. Bye.